What's up, people? It's the myth, the legend. Woo! I don't know. Anyway, it's your man, Urban Lover. You know what it is. Talk about that game against the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm going to say Memphis. Listen, you know, look, I speak Urbanese, and I mess up words, but it's okay. I ain't edited my stuff. I want you to laugh and have fun and enjoy when I drop these vids on you. But anyway, the Lakers played the Memphis Grizzlies. First half, rough. Oh my, it was just rough. No shots were falling. Basically, Lakers could have blew Memphis out, let's be honest, from the first half. But like I said, no shots were falling. Danny Green actually hit the first three of the game for us, for the Lakers. And they allow Memphis to stay in the game. And Memphis, like I said, they're going through restructuring. So teams like that, you know, for us as fans, you know, you're expecting to go in there and whoop them right off the bat. But you got to keep in mind also the Lakers are restructuring as well. Even though they got two veteran superstars, they still are restructuring because they got a whole crew of new players besides like three to four, five, I say about 5 or 6 players that played last year. Anthony Davis, man, that boy needs some goddamn help. I'm sorry, he needs some help. Yeah, I said he needs some help. Gotta give him, that boy gotta give him some help. Gotta give him some young legs up there. Gotta give him somebody. Me personally, I think until Kuzma come back, I will run a lot more plays for Danny Green. That's just me. It's like Danny Green is a very unselfish player. As you can see, he goes with the flow of the game. You know, he's not somebody that, you know, besides that one game when he dropped, what, 30-something points, I think? Or was it 28, 30? I forgot what it was. He took over that game. He basically said, okay, you know, we need some energy. We need somebody to get it going. And he run on and just did his thing. But I think out of everybody, until Kuzma come back, I think they need to run some more plays for Danny Green. And the reason why I said, because Danny Green, he got a wet jumper, man. The guy, to me, I like him. I said before, when the Lakers, before they picked him up, I said, man, out of all the free agents that the Lakers can get as a veteran, I would let it have Danny Green. I like his defense. I just like anybody play like this. Any player that has the opportunity to play under Greg Popovich, give him to me. Give him to me. Besides the ones that went over there like Alvarez, you know, you can keep him. But all them guys like Danny Green, Kawhi Leonard, I like those type of players because they are players who fit in any system. It doesn't matter what system it is because they are actually mentally prepared by being under Greg Popovich. When they go to any team, if you notice, it don't matter what system, they just fit right in. When he was in Toronto here, Kawhi, they fit right in. Come to the Lakers, fit right in. You know, Kawhi with the Clippers, fit right in. I just, me personally, I'm not one of them type of fans that like, oh, I hate this team, I hate that team. I'm not like that. I'm an NBA fan. Lakers are my team, but I have much respect and commodity for any other team, and I love Greg Popovich as a coach. You know, I just like the way his system is ran. But Danny Green, to me, I think Danny Green needs to get more of a green light. You know, when it coming behind LeBron and Anthony Davis, I think he should be the next one until Kuzma come back. The guy, he's wet. But anyway, Anthony Davis playing with a bad shoulder. And I'm joking, guys. I'm just saying about Anthony Davis needs some help. I'm just messing with you guys. But anyway, Anthony Davis playing with a bad shoulder. I said this in all my videos. That's the only thing that scares me about Anthony Davis is that he's injury prone. And I think it's because a lot of the times, and I'm going to put this on LeBron as well. Because remember, LeBron's the point guard. You got to get your players in a position where they can score easily, where they're not forcing a lot of shots. Because I said it in my last videos, this guy's hitting the floor too much. Watch out. There's an injury waiting around the corner for him. Now all of a sudden he got a messed up shoulder. You know, it's bothering him a little bit. And this is bad for us as fans because, remember, this is early in the season. So I'm looking like this. I'm hoping that when Kuzma come back, they can actually sit Anthony Davis down a little bit, you know, give him some time off to nurse that shoulder, because you don't want him to be walking around here with that beat up shoulder and then come playoff time, he's missing an action and, you know, we're right back to square one again. So I think that when Kuzma comes, they should actually limit his time. That's why this game was very crucial that they blow him out. That's why I said before in my videos that once the Lakers get their offense underway to play like they're supposed to play, the teams that they should be blowing out, they should be blowing them out. That way people like LeBron James and Anthony Davis can rest, because you're going to need them guys come down the stretch towards the playoff. Anthony Davis came, he went to the locker room, came back, and it's another thing. This is the main reason why, like, I'm also, when I'm on Twitter, and, you know, fans be crying about the ref not giving calls towards the Lakers way and all that. And I got to be honest with you, some of us are just biased. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's some plays where the ref should call fouls, but we can say the same thing about the opponent's team as well. You know, there's plays where they don't get calls. And I said this over and over again, guys like LeBron James, Randall, a lot of times guys like that attack the basket, big guys, every time they go to the basket, they're getting fouled, but they don't call those on those type of guys. Why? Because they're so big, you know, you don't really see the effect of it. Well, the refs do, but they just, I don't know. I just think they just ignore it. But Anthony Davis was a prime example why I don't get too caught up in about, we got to play against the ref. Guy, he went to the free throw line like, I don't freaking know. This guy went to the free throw line a lot. And, as fans, we enjoy that. That's why I say sometimes we're biased on the approach of the game and how it's being played, because as long as it's our team, we don't mind it. But when it's affecting our team, then we have a problem with it. But Anthony Davis went to the free throw line a lot. Now, did I say that the ref was wrong in the calls he made? No, it's just that I know by observation, I don't get too caught up in that ref thing. I just say in the day, we just got to play better. Yeah, the ref, we're going to play against the ref sometime, and sometimes the opposite team play against the ref as well. We as a team just got to get better, especially on offense. There's not enough ball movement. If there was better ball movement, we'd be blowing teams straight out the water. Is that on Coach Vogel? A little bit, but not as much, because you got to remember, you still playing with LeBron James. You got to keep in mind, LeBron James never really played with an X and O coach. Vogel, to me, is an X and O coach. He haven't played with that type of coach. So I think Vogel is letting him play, here and there. I think he give him like a little small playbook. It's not so much nothing, because if you watch the plays, a lot of guys do a lot of isolation, and the ball's not moving as much, because most of the players are holding the ball for a long period of time, unless they, when the defense swap to them, then they're swinging out to somebody else. But they're not really moving it. It's like it's not moving fast enough out of each individual's hand. It's like you probably 1 or 2 passes, if that, and that's it. Once in a while you'll see a good flow of passes where you might see 3 to 4 to 5 passes before they make a shot. But majority of the time it's 1, 2, or 3. That's it. And the thing, going back to what I said about Anthony Davis and LeBron James, a lot of that got to be on LeBron James as well, because when you're the point guard, you got to set your play up in a good position to score. You can't give him the ball on a high post and expect him to work his way down there when the double team come. And also Anthony Davis, being who he is, when the double team come, he got to acknowledge it and kick it out to somebody that's open for a shot. You don't have to force it all the time and wind up falling on that ground, because we need him. If he go down, we're going to hurt. I'm just going to keep it real with you. We're going to hurt. If Anthony Davis go down, we're going to hurt. Now, if Kuzma come back and he adjusts according to what Vogel want him to do, that might be a difference in a win-loss situation if Anthony Davis go down. So that'd be cool, but that's depending on the timetable when Kuzma come back. But LeBron James got to be better, more efficient when he's giving that ball to Anthony Davis, to put Anthony Davis in a position to get him a high position of score, opportunity to score, where he's not always getting beat down low. And remember, that's the reason why I understand why Anthony Davis say he don't want to play center now. He's fragile. And I gotta understand, I gotta agree with that. I mean, if the man that fragile, he can't bang down low, you gotta play him at the power forward spot. Now, once in a while, they probably play him center here and there, but majority of the time, you gotta play him at the power forward spot. Now, if you notice, the last couple games where he played center, this when all the injury, the shoulder started kicking in. When he kept, matter of fact, like he kept falling to the floor. But the thing is, that's why you have a person like JaVale and Dwight Howard to come in and complement each other, so he don't have to play the center spot. You can't keep putting him in a position where he's going to get hurt. And LeBron James and Vogel, that's on them. The point guard and the coach, because you got to run plays for him where he could easily make shot. We will go out to pop at the top of the key, take a jump shot of 3, because you got JaVale and Dwight Howard down there. He don't always have to go down low and bang bodies. He can take a jump shot, 15-footer, because the dude can shoot. He can take 15-footers and all that. You don't have to always score inside. Me personally, I love guys that score inside. But based on his fragileness, I'd rather for him to take jump shots and not attack the basket as much, because every time he go, he just on the ground. Now, getting to Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. Now, JaVale McGee, the biggest thing about these two guys, their game almost is similar. The only difference is, Dwight Howard, I don't know if he got small hands or not, but Dwight Howard, when he goes up, he got to use 2 hands, where JaVale can use 1 hand. The pick and roll is the best master for both of those guys. When they're trying to like fight the score or something like that, it's hard for them. But when you got a guy that can actually get them easy opportunity to score from lobs and stuff like that, that's when they're at their best. And that's another thing that LeBron James had to get more comfortable with. They're not like centers that can actually post up and got low post moves. These are centers that actually are better on backdoor cuts and pick and rolls. So you got to get them opportunity to actually score. Put them in a position where they can score easy as well. And that's where LeBron James got to work on his passing skill. Because all this is just showing that, don't get me wrong, LeBron James he's a pretty good passer, but he's not a Rondo. He's not a Lonzo Ball type of passer. Somebody that can set players up to get him scoring. His IQ is up there. I'm not going to knock him for that. But at the same time, you got to just spread the ball around. I know he's trying to get Anthony Davis going. That's cool and all, but that's too much weight on Anthony Davis. We need Anthony Davis. This is the beginning of the season. He's already got a bad shoulder. We got to get more people involved. Like, for instance, like I said, with Danny Green, I would definitely try to get him more involved in the offense, because I think out of all the players that we picked up, Danny Green, after Anthony Davis, is probably the best to me. You know what I mean? He's a pure, like I say, he's a pure shooter, and he fit any system. Plus he played good defense. And I know y'all been crying about KCP. The last 2 games, KCP played pretty good. This is the main reason why I don't beat players up as much, because I feel like this at the end of the day is that, you know, there's going to be games where you look bad, and then there's going to be games where you look good. KCP had 2 good games. You got to give him credit where credit's due. He made 2 good passes to the big men to give them easy lobs and stuff like that. When they draw the defense in, and he just, you know, dumped it over to them to the easy lob, and that's what you're supposed to do. So you know, hats off to KCP. I know the fan base been eating him up and all that, but he played pretty good. He dropped 13 this game. Caruso had a couple good, you know, good stops, you know, on defense, couple good steals. So I mean, like I said, we playing pretty good, man. I mean, the biggest thing right now is getting to know each other's strength and weakness on offense, and eventually allowing Vogel to run at X and O play, because they're not running no X and O plays. They're just basically playing freaking playground basketball. You can't tell me they're running plays, because they're not. They're not running plays. I mean, for somebody to say they are, they're not really running plays. Like I said, they probably run about no more. I'll say this: they're probably running no more than probably 4 or 5 plays. The rest of them is just basic isolation, 1-2 punch, you know, a guard throw it to the big man or swing it out to somebody out in the perimeter. They're not really running no plays, because like you put in LeBron James' hand, he basically target the floor to see who's open. AD is going to be his main target. If they're doubling up on AD, I'm going to swing it out to one of the guys on the perimeter. That's basically what it is. It's not really, it's just basic basketball. They're not really doing too much or nothing. But they beat the crap out of Memphis Grizzlies, and it was good because that fourth quarter he got to sit down. LeBron James, I know he was in there doing the trash time. Personally, as a coach and also as LeBron James, I would basically took myself out until the coach could pull me out, because forget about scoring and all this and that. You were beating them by like, what, 30? I don't know what it was. They were beating the crap out of them. I would have sat on the bench. I would have came back in. It's always good to get as much rest as you can, because then when you come against teams like the Houston Rockets, I know Golden State Warriors, people counting them out right now, they just ain't felt their niche, because, you know, D'Angelo Russell is somebody new to the team. But once they find their niche and they get going, likes like Golden State Warriors, Utah Jazz again. Utah Jazz not a bad team, but Utah Jazz, Denver Nuggets, the Spurs, you know, teams like that, you know, that we're going to be meeting up with. I think that teams that we blowing out, when you get a chance to rest, because you're going to need those players when we play against those teams that are going to really mean something come playoff time or come down the stretch. But anyway, I don't want to draw this out too long, man. But y'all guys have a blessed one. You know what it is. Lakers all day. Smoke that crack if you want to. It's like, I'm just joking. Don't do that, man. People dropping like flies and federals all and everything. But anyway, y'all know what it is, man. We got, you know, we're right now, we're what, 3-1 right now. So we're going in the right direction, guys. And like I said, hat off, I got to say this over and over again, hats off to Anthony Davis for coming out, man, dropping 40 and 20 in limited time, 31 minutes. You know, like I said, opportunity to go through the free throw, took full advantage of it, you know, and, you know, did what he had to do. Kudos, man. Kudos, man. But like I said, right now, Anthony Davis is the man. If y'all notice, LeBron James is starting to fade in the background. Anthony Davis is the man that they talk about now, because he's a future. So the Lakers got to make sure this guy stay healthy, got to wrap him up, got to make him happy. Me personally, like I said, at the end of the day, LeBron James only got, his window is real small. Anthony Davis is our future, because we trade all our assets away from him, so we got to take care of him. We got to keep this man happy and not, and just like, you know, he decided he wanted to come back, but also pay attention to his injuries and stuff like that, then make sure that he don't go beyond himself to be out. We don't want that happening. But anyway, y'all take care. Have a blessed one. Let me get up in somebody's mama basement, because right now, you know, I'm a little hungry, so I'm going to make me some turkey sauce and egg before they come home, you know, because their daddy living with them right now, and I don't want daddy, you know, I've been stepping in there while nobody there. And y'all be quiet. Don't be taking videos of the fake gates and all that and calling the police up on me, you know, or doing things y'all ain't got no business doing. I'm just joking. Y'all take care, man. Have a blessed one. Be safe out there. Love y'all.